put out this topic, and then y'all kind of give y'all opinions on it. So, where's our mic to come up? They come up with the mic here. Okay, so y'all know where it is when you have to ask the questions or concerns,
Rules of the house.
or your opinions and statements and whatever it is you want to put out.
You have to come to the mic. No yelling across the room. As an educator, raise your hand. You walk up here. I don't want no yelling across my room.
Single file line. No, don't say
You
that.
have to raise your hand. Just walk up to the mic.
I want them to raise their hand. Okay, all right.
All right. So the topic of the day is filling a void in your life. Will you take anybody just to fill a void, or do you want a good man, pretty much? Or
In other words, well, do you think you should
Or one.
wait for what you really deserve in your life in a man, or will you just accept anybody just to have a man? You know, there's some.
do you accept? So these days, I just want to say I got a man. So what? So I got to go at it.
What about a man or a woman? What if
Can we say man on woman? Can we say man on
or
woman?
woman?
Men?
That would be good.
Well, guys, you know, I don't know. Okay,
Men?
Yeah, will they accept anything just to feel more?
Well, if she got a, if she fine.
Oh Lord.
So the topic applies to both,
No,
right?
yes.
Okay.
So yes, men and women, of course. But we want your opinions on. So even us at this age, we are at this age now. Do we accept anybody just because we're getting up in age, or we say, you know what, I've been through enough BS to say, I'll wait and get the person that I want, or man, I'm getting old. I gotta accept anything.
Well, it's not intelligent, in my point, in my opinion, to just accept anything at this point, because, man, you're at a point in your life where you have everything established and you want to have a healthy life, a stress-free life, but then to bring drama into your life, or somebody that's not going to go with your plan as a man, and it's not intelligent.
So
I
do
don't
y'all?
need that stress.
So I'll come out to the audience. Do y'all accept peace, or just say I got a man, just to let everybody know I got a man or a woman?
Well,
or,
just don't say the
Yeah.
politically correct answer. Tell us what's going on in your life. If you want that person, I don't mind taking a guy that's down on his luck, building him up, and see what we can do. And because that happens.
Good point. Yeah.
That
Are
happens.
y'all down with building men up these days? Or y'all saying, you know what, I don't have time to build no man up right now, or woman? Or do y'all just say, you know what, I got somebody to lay beside every day. I'm good. So I'll ask that question. Y'all come back. Y'all say it.
Ma'am, rules. Mike, come on. You with the catfish in your mouth. Come on. You can drop it. We are. Hey, just don't spit on my mic. No crumbs on my mic. No.
Oh!
I like you already. I like you
Bingo!
already. All right. Mike Spinner. Mike check. Come on. Mike Spinner, come on. No.
You got that on that plate. It's empty.
If everybody out there didn't hear what she said everybody likes a little spit on their mic every now and then.
Did y'all hear that in the back? What? So we gonna wait on you, or somebody else want to
I'm not gonna
intervene
wait
and
on
ask a
her with her
question,
catfish.
say what they want to say?
Okay, well, you answer the question. Give me your opinion.
No. The reason why I won't accept it is because I've already been married twice. So I'm never gonna go into a situation where I just want to lay beside because I'm getting older. No. I've already been through the BS to say that I have to accept something or someone to be accepted. Or I gotta lay beside something. No, man, listen, I'm good. Here's why I would say that, because my peace of mind is everything to me.
Right.
Everything. I don't care if we dating him. Oh, you nice. It was a great first date. And on that third date, it's some BS come up and some drama. I'm dropping you. I'm not dealing with no drama. And you disturbing my peace. I'm a little different, but right off the bat, I go right into, if you disturbing my peace, I'm out.
Yeah. So this kind of reminds me of something you said in one of our earlier shows. Ladies, what is, I'm gonna get off of this topic just a tad bit, but it's still relevant. Are y'all waiting for that quote unquote high valued man? I think that's I don't believe that that's a real, because
That don't exist.
it don't exist, but what is your definition of that high valued man that you're waiting on? Or what are you waiting on?
And men, you can come too. It's okay.
But brothers,
Yeah.
tap in.
I need my brothers up here too. I need y'all on camera. Y'all might be helping somebody, doc. Say it. It's okay. It's okay.
Are y'all not drunk
Would
enough yet?
you accept a high valued woman or a woman who's modest and treats you like a king?
Fee, come on, tap in. Come on, my
Tap
brother.
in.
That's what I'm saying. Is this the,
Stand right here.
stand right here.
Turn right here.
Turn right here.
No, turn around so the camera can see.
Yeah.
No, right there. See
Which
it?
camera I'm at?
It's right
Oh,
there.
right there. Okay, there we go.
My man needs
So-
glasses.
I mean, I think you said it earlier, or just a little while ago. I don't really feel that there's a such thing as high value woman and or man. I mean, if you look at it in those terms, of course you can make it to be whatever you want it to be. But I'm looking for a nurturer. I'm looking for a kind woman, a compassionate woman. I mean, well, really, I'm not looking. I'm sorry, I'm not looking at all. But yeah.
I almost seen the shoe come out. Oh, hey.
I know.
Oh, really? Hey,
I know.
man.
Look, hey, baby, you see this. But no, yeah, so I'm not, yeah, so, but you're looking for compassion, you're looking for a nurturer, you're looking for an educator, you're looking for, I mean, I could care less, not that I make a lot of money or whatever, but I make enough for us.
A comfortable life.
A comfortable life and whatever. So you're looking for somebody that you can build with, you're looking for somebody that you can grow with. I know something that you did say a little bit earlier though, where you like if it's a problem in the first, in the third or fourth, whatever you done.
Yeah. Peace is everything, man.
But we know too though, being married. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm still on my first or whatever. Hopefully this will be Cause man, it's ups and downs, bro.
Yes.
This junk is
Marriage is work,
hard,
y'all.
bruh.
May your ups and downs be in your
Especially when you
bedroom.
have beautiful. It's hard. Hard.
What they say, marriage is work, bro.
It is work.
Marriage
It
is
is
work.
work. But so yeah,
And you saying kids too. I think that's what I thought you was going there with kids, but you
well,
know.
yeah, no, I mean,
Yeah.
and I'm a girl dad.
Yeah, yeah.
I have an
I have two
18-year-old
girls,
that's
yeah.
getting ready to graduate, and I got twins, 6-year-olds.
Yeah.
So yeah, just trying to.
Peace of mind,
It's wild. It's
Yeah.
wild. But yeah, no, I mean, as far as the high value, whatever, no, I as a man, I could care less
There you
because you can make more money than me, but I'm still gonna be the man of
The
my
head of the
house.
household. Folks, now, we said it a few shows ago. Remember, we said that a few. So if the woman makes more money, is she the king and the head of the house, or do y'all still consider the man of the head
Well,
of the household?
because and then I was
He's
gonna
still
say
ahead, correct.
because the thing is I'm not trying to I never try to dominate over you. It's a partnership. We're gonna work it out
Right.
or whatever. But can I be that blocker? Can
Yeah,
I be
yeah.
that one?
Yeah.
You trying to
You're
hurt my
still a
wife
man.
or you
You're
trying to
still a
hurt my
man. You're still a
family?
man, right.
Okay, I'm gonna be that one to stand in.
Right.
If you're not feeling a certain, and that's what I'm saying. my analogy is, okay, you're driving the ship. I'm a sailor, retired Navy, whatever. You're driving the ship. We start to go off course. I'm gonna do, baby. Let's put it back on course. You got the wheel again. Go ahead.
Right.
Run it. I'm good.
Okay,
Good
ladies,
analogy, man.
ladies, can y'all
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
Can y'all interject with that? Anybody? Lady? Oh, here she come. She had to take 3 sips of the wine
I
for the
know.
good bowl.
I had to get over. I had to
Oh,
do a
I
couple
see
of
you back there
wines.
too. I'm going up
Hold
there.
on.
Watch this.
Had
Welcome,
to
welcome, welcome.
Thank you. I had a question because I'm turning 36,
Okay.
Okay.
and I feel like the dating has changed. And I feel like the men nowadays are changed, like they're stuck in their ways. So would they, if you're already a certain age, like 35 and up, are you even looking for a woman at that age anymore?
So are you saying we filling a void? Like we just we're accepting anybody, or you think that we're patient enough to say I'm not accepting anyone?
Well,
I feel like a lot of people are not getting married at this point.
That's kind of, yeah.
Well,
I believe that.
You're saying at what age you date? You date what? Up or down?
I date up.
You date up. So we're talking. You're 36, right?
Mm-hmm.
You date 40 and up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's stuck in his ways. Yeah.
Yeah, he's stuck. That's why I thought he stuck his way.
He is stuck in his ways. But if he likes you and he's into you, he will
Compromise.
adjust.
Yeah.
He will adjust. We had a show where they didn't like the word adjust when I said it, but he will adjust, okay?
And I had a question. Are you, because a lot of my friends like to split the check. I don't believe in that. But
Okay.
are you, I feel like it lowers my value.
Okay.
Y'all leave that?
All right, here's a perfect thing, and I seen the I don't know if y'all seen the guy take the birthday girl out and his lady, and he was like, no, I'm paying for my lady and the birthday girl, and everybody was like, why you not paying for all of us? I ain't doing that shit. I'm paying for. What are you talking about right now? So I would have been like, listen, what 127? Yeah, he go 150. I'm out. What are y'all talking about? Grown women? I don't know you, ma'am. You came in with your girlfriend. I'm paying for you and the birthday girl because I'm blessing you. Hey, happy birthday. Enjoy your dinner.
I think that should be established before y'all even show up. I've been on so many. I've been on a lot of birthday dinners and Steak 48 or what have you.
Chili.
It's already established.
Right.
I'm gonna pay for whoever I came with, myself, and burger girl, boy, you all right?
Right.
Okay, we good. As long as I don't have to, me and my date or whoever, we ain't washing dishes, we gone. I paying for the whole crew. That's
That was
ridiculous.
like, how many women? No,
Fellas,
it was
y'all
like
run
10
into that?
women, 12 women, or something like that. The bill was like 7,000 or 5,000. It was a stupid number.
Yeah.
Stupid number.
That should be established from the beginning.
Come on, man. Anybody else? Don't be scared. We gonna go around the room and bring the mic. Don't do it.
Now,
You gonna miss camera time. What? Chicken, catfish. Come on up here. Stop playing.
I spit the mic. She said it.
There go Mike Spitter. Hey, girl. What your name is? Oh,
Mike.
Lash.
Lash. How you doing, Miss Lash? Welcome.
Thank you. I face this way.
Yeah, the camera's
Yes.
right there.
So I'm ignoring the question y'all just asked,
Okay.
that's fine. Elaborate.
but I wanted to touch on one of the first questions that you asked, which was, do people settle or do they,
Yeah, right.
Accept that.
do they wait? But I believe that even if you wait, even if you get a person that you've been patient with, you're still gonna settle a small percent,
For something, yeah.
right? Because
They
very
weren't raised like
rarely
that.
is it 100% where you match with a person.
Yeah, and you learn something different about them every day.
Right, so I've been told that 80-20 is the
The
percentage.
80 is the woman and the 20 is the man?
No,
No, you said that at age 20.
80%.
Oh, 80-20.
80%.
Oh, she 80 and I'm 20?
Okay, explain.
Nasty.
Explain.
Just
Explain,
nasty.
explain sweetheart.
So what I mean
Yeah,
is
explain.
you can meet a person that you
Okay.
match well with, 80% of the values or the things that are important to you. And then it's gonna
Good
be
point.
that 20% that you still want that you're just not gonna get.
No.
And that means, in essence, that you are gonna settle. So
But
I
now-
do
but-
believe that everybody
But-
settles.
But that is a
cheap.
compromise, though, right? It was like,
Or cheap.
Right, right.
You
So,
know,
I
to
think
get that
everybody
20%.
has to have their list of things that are most important to them and shoot for about 80% of them.
So when
And
you don't
then-
get that 20, is that 20% where you
Is
go
that a breaking
cheat? You
point?
going looking for somebody else to get that 20 from?
I
Is
mean,
that,
if
is
you
that
go,
that point?
if you trade 80% for 20%, that tells me
look,
everything I need to
but,
know
but look
about
at
you.
life. But look at life. But look at the reality of these days. Good point. I love it. But
Really?
that was actually pretty good.
Yeah, it
That
was
actually
all right.
But do the majority of people really cheat for that 20%? Like, damn, that's that one thing he didn't do or she didn't do, and they'll go out and cheat. It was like, damn.
I think it's a
What did I do wrong? Then you find out what you did wrong. That's it? You cheated on me for that?
Well, I think
10 years of this? 15 years? 20 years for this?
selfishness,
And all I had to do was,
opportunity.
but the 80% was there the whole time. And then once you get divorced, you're like, that motherfucker gave me everything.
Selfishness, opportunity, and other factors come into play. I don't think it's the 20%. I was joking about the 20%.
But think about it. Think about it.
Okay, let's ask them.
Come on, come to the, come on, scaries.
Come
See,
on,
y'all,
fellas, time
y'all should have
in.
been drinking before you got in here. So we could have got in this thing.
Here we go.
Okay, I appreciate you saying about that piece because, the first half of my life, I was arguing wrong and right. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
So the second half of my life, it has to be somewhat peaceful. And as far as a lot of men, we're not wired as far as what do you bring to the table? Just bring some table manners. You know
Come
what I'm
on
saying? You know what I'm saying? So I think that as society progressed, some people have not revised their old maps of their lives, and so they're letting their yesterdays affect their nowadays.
Yeah, the rearview mirror.
Yeah, rear view. Yeah.
And
So-
and do we say this a lot? The way I was raised, my mom raised me, and this
Right.
ain't today's society. Today's society is
Right.
totally different
and,
from
and,
then.
and what I find myself paying for her past mistakes, those guys that did her wrong, I'm paying for that. I'm sick of that.
Right, and also, as men, it's like, to be honest, I'm dealing with you, but you're also dealing with me. You know what I'm saying? And
We weren't raised the same.
Yeah, you were right, because we wasn't incubated in the same household.
Correct.
Either, right? So I think that when you break it down to a whole, is that there has to be a better me before a better we, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
if there's a better me, now I can understand the concept, but I just think that when it's all over, said and done, you got to protect your peace, but your peace is always going to be disrupted because somebody's in your life is contrary thoughts of you, feelings of you, interactions of you.
That's man, it's interesting. I thank you for that, brother. I'm glad you said a better we before a better me.
Yeah.
I'm glad he said that because we rarely talk about self-improvement. Your mistakes. What are your flaws? What did she bring to the table? No, nigga, what are you bringing to value to her life?
All right.
Sometimes, most time women are peaceful.
Man, that's tough.
Yeah,
That's
it's
tough.
dating is.
You know, these days, I say this is something that I think we all dealt with. I don't know if you guys had a perfect upbringing, and I don't think no one has.
No.
But at the end of the day, we're always looking for what if mama had, we grew up with the mom having different men in the house or the dad having different women in the house. You know what I'm saying? So the example is, that's how I grew up. That's how I grew up, because my dad used to have all kinds of women. I had to see them all the time and accept them. But they bought me peace and they cooked for me every day. And then as you get older, you be like, you look at it as, I'm accepting of that, because that's how I grew up.
Man, that's where our people, when I say people, I look around the room, I see mostly African Americans. We do not believe in talking to people and get some help, man. That was what you're talking about, generational curses.
How many people went to
man.
counseling in this? Have you ever went to counseling?
Yeah, you're talking about generational curses, bro.
Okay. Can somebody come up and explain what a counseling experience did for them?
Nah, we don't even go get
See that's the thing.
We don't
See,
wanna-
see
we
that
don't
right there?
wanna-
Would you come?
Yeah,
It's
we-
too far. But boy,
you
if that was a scripper,
You look like the youngest man in
that
the
dollar
room.
would have been in your hand. No, that's
You look like the young, and he got on running shoes.
Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate it. You don't know if you help somebody.
Oh, I'm facing the camera. Counseling for me, it was really good because just growing up how I grew up,
Right.
we don't understand a lot of what we go through. Like we get passed down a lot from our parents, our grandparents, and it's just things that you just do and you don't understand why. So counseling was really good because it was basically like we was just shooting the shit. And, like we just talking, and then but he would hear me constantly say stuff, and he'll be like, "Well, why when you talk about yourself in this light, you always say it this way?" And you just don't realize how negative, we are to
That
ourselves.
was the example.
And then you just learn a lot about you and the whys, why you do stuff. And then now when you go back out to the world, when you come in this situation and you see your actions being the way it used to be, you can be like, well, I'm only doing this because I used to be scared as a kid doing this. So now that's my reaction to it as an adult. And so it just helps you break down stuff. And then over time, you just heal from it and you just keep walking, you keep doing it.
Man, thank you for that, brother.
Man, good point.
Hey, to piggyback off what a young man was just saying, one of my mentees, I was talking to him. He goes to Blaine College, and he calls me every 2 days, and he calls me just all during the day. I said, man, what you doing? He said, man, I just like talking to you, man. I don't want to make no mistakes.
Wow.
And so, well, yeah, I talked to I telling my dad that. He said, man, look, man, I'm trying to learn how to be a man. Because the thing is, when you're trying to become a man, there's no room for trial and error. Mm-hmm. When you go through trial and error, there's mistakes going to be made. We're talking about jail, financial decisions. And his life right now, he's trying to
Did he
figure
have
out.
a father in his life?
No, man.
Wow.
He don't, But to his point, and to make it relevant, man, talking to somebody that to get it off our chest to guide us is very important because we don't have all the answers all the time, you know.
Okay.
That's important.
So I'll go on to the next point. So ladies, I guess I can direct it to y'all. Was everybody raised in this perfect household that y'all didn't have these great examples of men? So how do you explain that? How do you go back to accepting any man or any situation and saying that's what I have? I'm cool with that. How do y'all explain that?
Well, can someone share an experience where they made the wrong decision in a man and they paid for it? Come on now. I mean,
Everybody turn their head or like.
would you say
Come
Big
on.
Mike?
You can come back.
Here we go. I'm gonna give everybody a nickname so I don't know your name. Ponytail and heels.
Cynthia.
Cynthia, nice to meet you.
All right, Cynthia.
Nice, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna try not to get emotional.
Oh,
I didn't grow up with a father,
okay.
and daddy issues are real.
Yeah.
So I found what I thought I needed love from my dad in men. 3 times. Beautiful kids, love them.
Right.
But it wasn't until I reached my beautiful adult age of 35 to where I said, that's enough. I grieved myself, got in counseling, and realized I was also trauma bonding with men. So I had to break that because it was broken men, a broken female, and we bonded over that with a bunch of red flags.
Wow.
So now, in my lovely 40s, my peace is everything. So
that's
I
deep.
don't accept whatever you choose. One thing I used to do was tell men what I wanted early on.
So they can,
And they use that to wine and dine me, get me in. Oh my God, he loved me. And here we are a month later, and he's showing his true self. That what I really want, he don't desire, but he saw what I was as a woman and my value and what I bring. And it was like, oh, that's a good woman. But at the same time, I still want to do me.
Right.
And I had to say that's enough.
Right.
So now I don't tell you what I'm looking for. I make you talk to me, communicate.
Do you say the yeses and nos and saying, okay, I'm okay? Or do you just kind of say, nah, I don't like that. I love that shit.
Oh, no. I've been told a lot of times now that my mouth is gonna get me in trouble.
Right.
And it ain't that my mouth gonna get me in trouble. I am finally speaking up for myself and
Right.
telling you what I deserve. And
Do
if
you speak
can't-
it immediately, or you say, dang, I want to tell him so bad that I hate?
Oh no, I'll let you know straight off the
Okay.
bat, in all honesty. When we're first talking, I'm not accepting this.
Right.
Communication is number one for me. Don't start communicating with me every day for the first 4 days. Hey, and don't say good morning, beautiful. I'm sorry, I know I'm beautiful, but start with a bigger conversation than that. But don't keep good morning, beautiful me every
Don't be
morning.
putting my business in the street.
Don't. Like the conversation have to be something intellectual for me. So don't keep good morning me. Okay, that the first 4 days, how's your day? How's the kids? How's this? And then by the 4th day is just good morning. And then by 12 o'clock is how you doing? Conversation ended, I'm good.
So you're
Wow.
Because it's showing that some kind of way you're either losing interest or somebody else got your interest and you're trying to find out how to balance both of us.
Well, did you break him out?
So are you at peace right now?
Huh?
Are you at peace right now?
I am.
You're at peace.
I am at
So-
peace.
so let me ask you
My
this.
daughter graduated nursing
Oh.
school. My second one is
Congratulations.
sociology. I am at peace right now, and I'm living
So
life.
would you say that if you didn't meet that man at all, you'd be good by yourself?
At where I'm at right now, and with the men, the options that's out there, and what I'm meeting, I think I would be okay by myself and just have casual dating. Just somebody to go out and have adult conversations with.
Just
Because
adult
it's
conversation?
And that's important.
now
have
you in my
to-
business.
Oh, my bad.
Well, that's important because you have to be comfortable with yourself. You got to be
Yes,
happy
that's
to
another
spend
thing,
time
too.
with yourself.
A relationship
Right.
is not 50-50, it's 100-100 as far as who you are.
Right.
I'm bringing 100% of me, you bring 100% of yourself.
Uh-huh.
Because if I'm looking for you to fulfill me, I'm gonna never be fulfilled.
Good for
Because the
you.
only person that can fulfill me is God.
That's healed. That's healed right there. Nah, so you're right. That's
And
healed.
that comes from counseling too.
That's
Can I
healed.
get a hug?
Sit down. This boy say, can I get a hug?
I want to hug her. She deserves a hug, man. I appreciate that.
Hold me.
Nah,
Watch out.
Your mind.
Anyone
mind is,
else? Anyone? I loved it. You sure you? If anybody didn't hear it or see it on camera, you're healed. That's definitely good job.
Hi, my name is Priscilla, and I'm gonna just piggyback off what you said about how you were brought up. In my family, the women talk to the men, down talk them.
Ooh.
They talk to the men.
Like my
Down
mother,
talk the
she
men.
down talked my dad, like he wasn't the man of the house. And some of my uncles,
But-
a lot
but
of
the
them played
provider.
around. And so I said, I want somebody compatible that I can be with,
Right.
because I'm gonna respect that man. I want somebody I can communicate and respect with, and I would never put them beneath that what my mom and dad, my mother did to my father.
Right.
And some of my uncles did to their wives. And then the wives, they would let the wives just talk to them any kind of way, like they didn't have a backbone. And I'm like, I don't want
So
that.
that's the whole family like this?
But what
Pretty
would
much.
spur that on? I mean, was it something that they were doing or just?
Or seen? Who was the example for them to even
The way
be
they
like
were
that?
brought up, because my grandfather was very stern, but.
He was still a man.
Yeah, he went to prison for
Well, no,
killing
she's talking about
somebody
the
over
way
my
they was raised.
grandmother,
Okay.
and so he wasn't around. So my mother then became the men in the family, because my grandfather wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
So when my mom and dad got married, it was like, she told us what we was gonna do, not do. We were scared of my mom, more so than my dad. My dad would drink, mess around. My mother never left him.
So,
till the day he died.
I'll ask you this.
And I said I didn't want that.
So we asked the question, would you accept any man? Or would you go back into that world of, I'm okay with how I was raised? Or you say, you know what,
No.
I want a healthy relationship,
I
I
want a
want a
healthier
leader.
relationship and a man that I'm compatible with.
What age did you
spiritually.
realize that? What age or when did you realize I need to really home in on the peace in me and say, I gotta forget about my past? You remember it, but you,
When I was 17.
wow.
Because I saw my mother do
She
it all the
saw
time.
She said she saw it.
It was
early-
every day.
early
Uncles and
on.
everybody.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good point.
You know, I guess I can go into.
Thank you.
The next question I had. Thank you so much, Ms. Well, she was talking about the women in her family were stern and very vocal and very rough on the men in her family. And it kind of reminds me of that boss chick attitude that today's women might have. They're ones that don't know how to turn it off when they get home.
Okay.
You know, and that's the part that gets.
That's not all.
Well, I mean, you know,
You're
hey,
right,
I
but
mean,
that's not all.
this show is built, and we developed this show so we can all talk about
Right.
what's going on today with us. And it's a lot of looking around the room. It's a lot of boss chicks looking at me like they want to whoop my ass right now. So.
You see
but-
knives hitting
and
the
fellas,
table.
Fellas, I'm being.
I was
Some of
kid.
them don't know. Man, y'all fight. Y'all scrape and fight at work,
Right.
but y'all should come home to peace. Turn it off. Take them shoes off at the door. My day used to tell my mom, baby, take them shoes off at the door. Come on in here, get something to eat. Tell me about your day. You know, don't yell. She was yelling at kids all day. She was a teacher. Yelling at kids. We don't yell in this house. You know, we sit down and tell me about your day. But that's the part that I like. You know, I want to just turn it off.
Watch this. How many single parent homes did y'all are in here?
That grew
So
up in
ev-
single parent homes.
Grew up in single parent homes. That's it? That's it? So y'all say, yeah. Did you grow up with your mother and your father,
Both
right?
of them, yeah.
See the difference? See the difference? So now we get to who did we grow? I didn't have a father. So when it was time for me to get into the high schools, and my mom was the one getting out there throwing the baseball and the football and all the stuff. And then when I turned pro, my dad called. I seen you on ESPN, son. You know, Dad ain't never asked you for nothing. Nah, nigga, because you wasn't around. What the? So my mom said, you make the choice now. You old enough, I don't have to speak for you no more. I said, Dad, where were you when I needed you? So here we are, somebody being an example. So now do I go around, and my mom, she dated. But she said, I'm not gonna sit there and be miserable, I'm single. But she didn't bring them around us to say, this is, so now I grew up, I don't have to have different women around me to say, you gotta fill that void. She was the man and the woman, but I learned to say, I wanna be a better man. That's why I did the marriage things. I wanted to show her that no, I'm not afraid of commitment. I'm not. Mom, it didn't work. But it wasn't because I didn't try. It wasn't because of that.
So you, I'm gonna ask you this.
Go ahead, it's fine.
So you got into those relationships just to prove to her?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I was making
But I wasn't afraid to try.
Okay.
To say that I want to be the man of my household to be a better man than my father was. Even to my kids to this day.
Even though you didn't have an example.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
I want to be a better
That's
man.
that trial and error I
Oh,
was
my
telling you
God.
about. That's that
Yeah.
trial and error.
Absolutely.
That's why we should go out and seek somebody to talk to about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Nah. Boy, I love to see my brothers come up here and speak. Boy, y'all don't. Give me a shot.
How y'all doing?
Hey, brother, it's good to see you.
My name is Brandon Martin. So you just mentioned something about commitment, right?
Yes, sir.
So as a man, when do you commit? Do you commit when you decide that you don't want to play around in the streets no more? You don't want to have multiple women? You're ready for this woman to be your woman? Do you commit when you get engaged? Do you commit when you get married? When do men commit versus when
That's a hell of a
women
question.
commit?
I hope
That's a hell
you
of
get
a question.
committed before you get married.
Boy, you better start something here. Let's sit back down. You about to mess us all up. All right, we ain't having no more men on the show. That's it.
No, but no, he asked the
Great
question.
point.
He
Yeah.
asked the question.
Fantastic.
But won't come give his point.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You dropped the
Great
mic.
point.
You dropped
God
the mic,
damn.
not dropping the mic.
I'm gonna commit when I decide to get in a relationship. At that point, you have 100% of me. My resources, anything that I bring to the table. But I
yeah.
can say when I date, I may date and someone may advise the young lady that I'm dating that she shouldn't do wifely things for a boyfriend, which makes me feel that you commit at a different time. Maybe you give me 20% when we decide that we're gonna get together.
Right.
And then you give me another 20% when we decide that we get engaged.
What's the next phase?
And then, right, you give it to me in stages. So that's where the kind of question come from. I'm just
But
curious
you know what?
how you
know
guys
what? That's
experience it.
interesting. I saw a video on social media
Thank you, brother.
thank you, man, where this lady straight up told her, told her husband, told her boyfriend, until you give me a ring, I'm single. And they've been dating for 2 years. 2 years. Whoa! So, okay,
Get to the mic. Don't be saying, don't be out here yelling.
come. And
So we got to answer the question first. Let's answer the question first. When do you commit? Come on. And we answer. I'll see what answer. I'll answer. I ain't scared of y'all.
That was a good damn question for real.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? And I guess the answer to the question is that when you're dating, right, and you start dating exclusively, that's when the commitment starts, more so. Because the fact is that we all window shopping, Kroger shopping, H-E-B shopping, amongst the dating. But when I see that you and I see something with us, right? So now the commitment start when I go exclusive now. So that means that's nobody else. But the downfall of that is that if you feel that way, that person feel the same way about you like that. You know what I'm saying? Because people still dating, because dating has become like a drug. Some people are addicted to a date, you know? So I think the commitment starts when you become exclusive with somebody, because now it's just me and you, and later on it can be me and you down the aisle as well.
And what I've learned from our past show, thank you, brother, that conversation has to be had. A man has to ask you, will you be my girlfriend? And that's what y'all say y'all want. I mean,
I'll go straight to my answer. Great question. And I agree with you. If we say we are going into an exclusive relationship,
that's when
then
you start.
I shut it down. So,
Exclusive.
and I'm one of those people, if I know we're gonna go into, this is my mindset now, because I should have done it years ago. Change your number. Get off social media.
Change your number?
Yeah, for me. Because, this is why. This is why I messed up. This is why I messed. This is my, I think it was my second
So,
marriage.
hold on, I didn't mean to cut you off. Your brilliance off, but you want her to change her number?
No.
Oh, okay, okay.
Y'all have to understand, I'm saying for me. Y'all got to understand, this is my way of saying it.
Oh, you're going to change your
This
number?
is me, and this is why. So, no, because when we got into a spat, this might have been 5 years into the marriage. someone called that I was feeling, and I didn't get that then. And I was like, man, she giving me a chance. I'm married though. And she was like, no, it ain't nothing like that, blah, 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 blah. I messed up and didn't tell my wife. I lost the trust.
So you shouldn't change.
Immediately.
So you
I'm talking
shouldn't-
about as soon as she found out, it was over. The marriage is put in her mind, it was done. So I had to rebuild this trust back, and it was tough.
So somebody called you from your past.
Yeah,
But see-
we didn't do anything, no sex, no nothing. Just the fact that she just communicated with me.
Well, look.
And I didn't tell my wife at the time.
I'm not changing my number based on I have people that have my number in this program in their phone. That's okay. But if you're my wife, you can answer my phone.
Gaslight.
If you're my wife, baby, get that phone from me. And if she can have access to my phone, then she knows I have nothing to hide. And I explained to her, baby, that's somebody, my bad, you cuss her ass out. Shit.
See, but what is it doing though? But what is it
I'm
to
not
me?
ch- I'm not
but
changing
what
my
is it
number.
doing?
I'm not
It's
changing my
adding
number.
fuel to a fire.
And she
You know what I'm
shouldn't
saying?
change
Cut it
hers.
off. If that's something that you want to cut off, I just say I just.
Oh,
cut
yeah,
it off.
that's your way.
And
That's your way.
Of course.
That's your way.
And that's what it is. Go ahead. Did I answer your question though?
I don't necessarily agree that when you're seeing someone exclusively, that's where the commitment starts. Because sometimes you have people who are comfortable only seeing one person at a time.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
that doesn't mean that y'all are committed to each other. So I believe that the commitment happens when you actually have a discussion about your expectations, about the things that you want, and you're also exclusive. So I think you're not exclusive until you're not committed until you have an agreement in place.
Verbal contract.
Yes, absolutely. And so that's just
That's
my
tough.
take.
That's tough. Thank you.
I'm gonna piggyback on hers.
Come on,
Give
buddy.
her a round of applause. That was awesome.
That was
Be
all right.
done.
I was gonna
Thank you.
say that, and she hit that right on the head. So the question is the exclusive
Don't kill it.
relationship
Save me some.
communicated or assumed? Assumed meaning like we've been together for 3 months, so I assume we are. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's the brother got to answer. Come on.
Okay, so like I said, grew up Hiram Clark, Houston, Texas.
Madison High.
South Side, most definitely. Went to the Navy at 23, turning 24, 20 years in the Navy. I stopped dating at 35 because what we're kind of saying is the verbal commitment and everything of, okay, we're together, and then that stuff don't work out, and then all of the other stuff that I saw while I was in the military, the craziness. You know, because she's been in the Navy. She was in the Navy too. That's all I'm saying. She was in the Navy too. So not at all. We talking about everything that just happens in the military. And any woman in here that's dealt with anybody in the military, y'all know that it's wild. It's wild. So that's why at 35 I was like, I'm done. I'm not dating anymore or whatever. The commitment came when I put that ring on her finger.
Well, but hold on. You just said something because you said 35. Now watch this.
Yeah.
Because I just asked this question earlier.
Wow.
You
Okay.
said 35. You was done with the dating, right? So that
Yeah.
means did you accept anyone?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, I didn't get married till I was 42.
So you put the ring on her, and then it changed with
No.
that piece of jewelry.
Okay,
you-
so, and I'm glad that you asked that. This is a woman that I've known since '96,
Okay.
and we were best friends. I mean, no sleep, slept in the same bed, never messed with each other or whatever. From '96
You didn't
to
spend no thighs or nothing. huh?
nothing.
So y'all were
We were
friends.
friends. We were home. That was my.
foundation was there.
That foundation was there.
You didn't check your thighs. He hit it one thing.
The foundation was there,
You
right?
silly, dog.
Foundation
The
was there.
foundation was there. There was a friendship. I mean, even to this day, like she helped me. She helped me in some of those other relationships or whatever. Like, hey, oh girl, she bullcorning. She you know, she won't
Now
do
that's the
this.
best
You know,
friend. That's for
hey,
real.
try this, try that.
Did she have?
hey,
Did she have a ulterior motive though?
Well, damn, that was a long ass time to have a bias from 1996 till 2013.
That's a friend.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, you know,
So
and
at what point did y'all say, man, we gonna get together? You know?
The hell with it. We done weaned out everybody else.
we broke up in 2009. And it was jacked up, dog. It was. I'm coming home. I'm thinking about asking her to marry her, and she had gotten a job, had just gotten her first place and whatever. And you know, she in Houston. I know it's a lot of attractive brothers that's doing good or whatever. I call her up and I'm like, hey baby, you know, I was like, hey Mrs. Goffney.
I'm gonna say you said the baby.
Yeah, I said, hey Mrs. Goffney, you know, I'll be home for Christmas and this and that. She's like, ooh, don't do that.
Why not?
Nigga, I mean, my heart, my mouth, everything just crashed to the floor. I was like, what? And she was like,
She sure is quiet back there. She backed out.
no.
Oh,
Nobody
I'm
here.
finna
No. So she was like, you know, hey, yeah, I don't think this is gonna work out and whatever. And I was like, really, bitch, over the phone? I'm like, nigga, you know, I'm coming home in just a few weeks and whatever. How you gonna?
So y'all been communicating though?
We had
The
been
whole time.
communicating
The
that
whole
whole time or
Okay,
whatever.
yeah.
But you know, so I mean, long story short, I wasn't going. You know what? Forget you.
Oh, that's your new
Long
friend.
story short, that's my home. That's a coworker.
Okay.
Long story short, I was like, you know what? I'm not getting ready to throw away this friendship of 20 some odd years over us, you know, being together for like a year and a half or whatever.
Right.
And I would call her for her birthday. I would come home and I would still
She have another
take
man?
her out. I don't know. I don't care.
But why didn't she want,
I give a
want
fuck.
you to come home?
Uh-huh.
Why didn't she want you to come home?
No, it wasn't that she didn't want me to come home. I'm coming home regardless.
Right.
This is home. She was just saying that we weren't going to be together anymore. And all I was saying was because we were still friends, you know, I tried to keep the friendship going. And then eventually, you know, like I'm going to tell y'all, I'm going to put y'all up on game. My whole scenario
You're on
was.
camera now. Don't get us all
and
in trouble.
hey, I'm out the game kind of. Well, I'm out the game. I'm trying to say, I'm out the game. Look. I'm out the game.
Don't get us all in trouble. You gonna get us killed,
I'm out the game. Anyway,
She finna shoot up the whole.
like I said, I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm cool with a lot of friends. Like my man said, I think my man said he got the phone call or whatever, and whatever. So I do have friends, but I've always just had my friends. I mean, I guess you could say
the Rolodex.
on a carousel.
Yeah.
You know,
Nah.
and now you don't. Okay, you don't want to. We don't
you
do
don't wanna
nothing
see me?
now. This is when I was single. You don't want to do nothing now. You'll come back around.
Right.
It's all good. You know, we keep going round and round.
Okay, thank you.
But
Hey, but this is a, you know what, this is a good twist because we have a lot of men that have some input today, and I'm happy to see this.
Man, it's big. It's big.
Oh yeah, because I'm a free
You won't
myself.
come back too. Bring
I'ma
it on
free
back.
myself. I'm gonna free myself. You know, he said something about, you know, we ex-ball players, right?
Right, we are.
And so we're used to teammates changing all the time, right?
Right.
And so that kind of play into an athlete's life, or something to change. And I think that when he was talking about having a friend for so long, I came to a realization that if I had homegirls for a long time, they have to become homegirls in passing. You know, when I got married.
Levels of life, huh?
Levels of life,
Yeah,
because I have to understand that women have been through some things before they met me with so-called friends, and they've been lovers the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So a friend got mad at me because she was my homegirl for like 12 years, right? But when I got married, I said, well, I can't talk to you like I used to talk to you all the time no more.
Correct.
Because the fact that this is my wife now, right? This is my best friend.
But
Right.
and this to your point, because I messed this up as well. I knew a lady for 25 years.
Right.
That's somebody I should have told my wife. Because if we was that close, if we called ourselves friends, then why can't you introduce that friend to your wife?
Right, but that's the difference between if you're recreational or your purpose. You know what I'm saying? This is my purpose going forward. You know what I'm
Alright.
saying? And I can introduce you all day, but the fact is that she's going to get the majority of the time in my life. So when I see you, we can laugh and joke all the time.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I got to be very commendable and respectful
Right.
to my new.
I never want.
Yeah.
You never wanted that wife or to think that you had.
Right, because
Give somebody else that
'cause
time.
Let's be honest, things happen out of stuff like that
Sure.
too. You know what I'm saying? And people had these experiences, so I think that it's always good to
And
understand.
that wife can have that past experience looking in that review mirror.
Right.
You know,
Right.
this happened to me when
She
I
ain't
dated.
better than me, cause you married
Right.
me. You ain't married her. That's just your friend. Why you gotta talk to her? You need to talk to me. Yeah. Oh my bad. I got a little flashback.
His alter egos coming out.
Yeah. So, but when it comes down to to changing your phone numbers, that's a whole different game too, though. You know what I'm saying?
But again, it's to me. It's for me.
That's
It's
extreme.
to me.
Hey, that's to each his own. You know what I'm saying? Because some people got track records of friends, some lovers, some people who was pursuing you at one time.
Right.
All of a sudden you got married, they turned into friends.
Correct.
No. You know what I'm saying? No.
Good point, brother.
That's not
Good
popular.
point.
Thank you.
Good point.
Appreciate it.
Anyone else? Anyone got a point?
Before
Nope.
we go to anyone else, we're gonna take a quick break, 5 minutes, refresh your brains, get your food.
Yeah, we
And
gotta take a
come
break.
back in 5 minutes. Be ready with the rest of your questions, okay? Thank y'all.
1, 2, 3. Check, check, check.
Check,
Mic
check. Yes, it.
Cool.
All right.
Ready?
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back. We are back. Boy, you got 3 more time than me, mug. Big woman. How y'all doing? Thank y'all. Welcome back. Did y'all get a drink, or y'all just sat down and wait for them to bring all your drinks? You supposed to be tipsy so we can go on this thing live, huh? We gonna fake it till we make it, huh? Oh, the toast of y'all again.
Okay, well, we're going to roll back on into this, but I had something to say because it's twofold when we were talking about the friendships.
Okay.
Okay, I'm picking back off of where we left off. And so I had a friendship for 30 years.
Okay.
Just friends.
Just friends. Just friends, like, you know, been there for the children, know the wife, a very open friendship. We had a friendship and a business working relationship.
Okay.
Okay, and I go to the family affairs, his family come to my family affairs, so it was very open.
Okay.
But truthfully speaking, his wife could not contain the friendship that we had.
Why?
Because we were very close. Like,
Oh, you and
literally,
him.
we could finish each other's sentences. We worked like excellent together. Like we were some hustlers, so we hustle, like we get it in. And we had a really, really good friendship and had as in the past because, you know, respectfully, she couldn't take it. And just being honest, she was like, why she always coming to events? Why she gotta always be around? Why y'all always, you know, she had a
Like
thing
I said.
because she desired the friendship that we had.
Mm-hmm.
She wanted what we had, but you can't, you're not me, right?
Well, those connections are rare, too.
Those connections are rare.
They're rare.
But then on the flip side, when there's trouble in the home,
He can't be
sometimes you can mistake that friendship to be more like, dang, you know, we get along so good. Maybe, you know,
Why not?
No,
You
not
know?
a maybe.
So he
sitting
can,
there, you know.
he can find it in you a little too much sometimes.
Everything.
Everything. Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
that's what bothered her.
But she didn't know that he confided everything in me, but it was just the energy that we had. Like when we hung out together, went places, it would be like us, and people would think like
Y'all
we
couple.
was together. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they would get that mistaken.
Yeah,
Every
that's why
time
they-
we went places, people like, that's your man. I'd be like, no, this is my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like he was literally, that's how I looked, and I respected him as my brother.
Okay.
I loved him as my brother, and I still love him. But
I'm about to ask you, we still friends?
we're not friends because it got to the point where it was affecting his marriage. And then it was, the way that it affected the marriage, it started to affect the friendship.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So when you are true friends with the person, you have to know when the boundary is crossed, like when you have to stop. So I loved him enough to walk out of his life, and he loved me enough to walk out of mine. Because being friends, it was starting to cause problems.
Oh, they still married?
Yeah, yeah.
That doesn't sound good at all.
The reason I'm asking
No,
is
I mean,
because
respectfully, he really, really love his wife. They have an excellent relationship. So I'm not saying, you know, he really love his wife. They have a great relationship, you know, but
well, the reason I was asking were they still married, because sometimes, you know, if they broke up and they not, could you go back to being his friend? Or is it permanently damaged?
to be honest with you, it got to the point where it was very damaging and hurting. So in the very end, he really, really hurt me. And the thing is, we both have made major sacrifices for each other. I hurt him too, but he really hurt me. So I had to pray about it, because it was like, it was almost like a divorce type of
tough.
like a, you know what I'm saying? You talking
tough.
30 years, we've been through a lot. Like my troubled
That's
marriage
tough,
and all
dog.
that, he was there. So it
Separation
really, it was
withdrawal,
like
yeah.
a death. It
Yeah.
really
'Cause you-
hurt.
'cause you
So
didn't
I
warm it
don't
up.
want to open that door back up again.
I'm gonna say you womaned up and said I'm stepping away. Then it is what it is. The man sacrificed for his marriage or whatever it was that y'all separated yourselves for, but he did it for his marriage. I understand, and the pain. The pain
Well,
is
he didn't.
gruesome.
It wasn't. No. You misunderstanding this, bro. He
Okay.
didn't just step away from me like he's stepping away for his marriage. No, that is not the case. The whole thing is too, like I talked to his wife. Like we were all like families, but I
Yeah,
talked to
30
his.
years
I
is
talked
a
to his
long
wife
time,
even
man.
before. It was like a year later when we actually like had to really sever all ties.
Right.
But I talked to his wife and we had an open conversation, and her exact words were, quote unquote, "It's not you, it's him." because she had expectations and she had standards, and he wasn't fulfilling her expectations and standards according to our friendship.
Who said 80-20? You said 80? Did you say 80-20? Oh, you said 80-20?
But this wasn't
I'm looking around with
80-20. This wasn't 80-20 because I was way more than 20, so it would have never been 80-20.
No. The point of what she said was, we're trying to fulfill
But
that
it
80%,
this
but
is
that 20.
not that situation.
Right. I
yeah,
got
this
you.
don't even imply to that.
Man.
Yeah, that's
30
totally.
years is a long
30
time
years, yeah.
to get rid
Yeah.
of a relationship.
Yeah, and so it hurt. Like,
That's a
I still
long
miss
time.
them and stuff, but I literally don't try to go around the family at all anymore. Even though his kids is like my
Respect.
niece and nephew,
Yeah.
and my kids and their kids still hang together. And
That
I talk to
separation anxiety
his
kicking in.
children, but I stay away from him and his wife and that whole little thing right there.
Right.
All right.
Sorry, babe.
But thank you. You
I
back?
want. You said your name, Idris. It's something that Idris said earlier today about people in your life. Somebody is
Fee.
either purposed or recreational, right?
Uh-huh.
And I have friends that are married, male, and I think the greatest show of respect that you can show your friend is to help their spouse feel comfortable, no matter what it takes.
That's tough.
So that means if you got to give
That's
them,
tough.
if you have to give them more room, if you have to give them more space, if that is really your friend, you should be willing to do whatever it takes to help that spouse feel comfortable. Because the reality is, whoever the man is, he's responsible for managing for managing both relationships. But sometimes we have to help our friends out when they're not strong in an area, and men are very rarely strong when it comes between being between two women. And so again,
That's a good transitional point too. By the way.
Well, I see some people shaking their
That's a
heads.
good transitional point.
Don't-
The reason why I'm saying the transitional point is, now let's flip that thing. You know what I'm saying? So you're married, and I'm your best friend. 30 years. Let's go back. A jacket. 30 years, right? And he looking at me different. How do you accept it? Do you cut me off, or do you say, man, that's my boy. He hang with us and like.
so the
how do you
way
do that?
the way that I recognize the covenant of marriage, it doesn't talk about best friends. It talks about the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, and then your spouse. So with that said,
If the husband say,
you understand what I'm saying? So the thing about it is, again, if you really care about a person, you have to do what it takes to help support them in their marriage.
'Cause you said,
And if
y'all
that
said I
means-
do. Y'all said I do.
If it means that your friendship has to, close,
Right.
then so be it. That season is over.
okay, good point. Thank you.
So the man
Thank
has
you.
to manage that relationship. That's why they need to bring those vows back.
Yep.
Okay, on the
That's
part
a good
you
point,
guys
one
are
time.
talking about with friends, I have a friend that we've been friends for over 40 years. Him and I dated.
Okay.
We remained friends because he's friends with my family.
I'm saying something like that.
And so when I met someone else that I started dating, my friend of 40 years said, why is it when you meet people, you don't introduce us and let them know that we're friends? Why you keep cutting me off? I said, you're right. I said, we are friends. I said, so why am I going to do that? So when I met this other person that I dated, I introduced my friend to him and his wife. They came to family functions with us and everything, and we're still friends to this day, all three.
That's so rare.
But
That's rare.
your friend is married though.
Well, not anymore, but they were married at
They
the
were
time.
married then. Yeah, they was married, so that helped.
And that
That's-
helped
that's
because we
different.
all got
He
along.
was just a single brother.
So that was your
coming-
husband?
No, it was my
That was a
friend
friend
and my
husband.
husband.
So-
He just wasn't a single brother just coming to the function.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. So why did they get divorced?
Oh, I don't know. Didn't ask. Cause I was friends with her also. We all got along.
Give me mine, dog. Anyone else? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. We had the men today, boy. This men's day today, boy. I'm proud of my brothers, man. Good job, man. Good job. Oh, Lord. You better be nice. Okay, don't be nice.
Hey, y'all. So, look, I just got two things to say.
Yes, ma'am.
If that ninja got a problem with it,
But have
we
problem
gotta
what?
cut it off.
Your man has a problem with.
He has a
with-
problem with all that. This my best friend. If you
cannot communicate these things before you marry that man, and you don't set those boundaries first off, and you wait later and say, oh, well, I forgot to tell you we besties, and he's not comfortable with it, but that's your husband now, you need to cut it off. Same goes with the wife. You need to cut it off. When it starts to be uncomfortable, because I'm not going to be uncomfortable in my house with your friends. We're not doing that.
Let alone female or male, so it don't even matter.
It does
either
not
gender.
matter. We're not going to be uncomfortable. Communication. People are scared to have important communication at the beginning of the relationship. We are scared to have real conversations.
Right.
We want to fake it. Oh, I like you. You like me. I love you.
she nice.
She nice.
Why that bitch here? Why that bitch here? Why she gotta be here? Why you lied then? You just told me she was good earlier. Now she. Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
We have to have hard conversations in the beginning.
Right.
It's just as simple as 1, 2, 3. This is my best friend. We ride or die. I sleep with him at night when I'm at his house. Because believe it or not, best friends do that.
Why you gotta
They
say all
do
that?
that.
We
They
don't
do
talk
that.
like that. Okay.
They do that.
that.
They do that. Yeah, they do that. You have to be real with the shit. Yes, they do that.
Best friends sleep with each other.
Yes, best friends do that.
But you know,
Best friends sleep with each other.
Y'all
but-
know that. Don't act
Time
like
out.
don't act like you don't. You
So-
ain't had a best friend.
So that's a whole nother topic.
But that's the point. That's why you gotta
Whole
have
nother
the
topic.
conversations, because when you have best friends that are popping up all the time and your new person is uncomfortable, why is she
Well,
or
we're
he
talking about
uncomfortable?
that one best friend of 20, 25 years now.
So you and that one best friend, they never got drunk laying on the couch and touch legs.
I don't have a friend of 25.
I'm not talking, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I'm not
Okay.
gonna put myself in that situation.
So, yeah.
I didn't do
nothing. Mo, so at 25, we don't have standards. At 22, 23, we don't
Well, I'm
have
saying-
standards.
We
don't, Miss Jackie, and you know that. You know that. We don't. We don't.
Let me come on. We're gonna do the math.
Now come on, Barbara. Now you know.
You know.
I'm 46, and we were friends for 30 years, so I met him at the age of 16. Okay, and we didn't have no indiscretions. So I don't.
We
some
didn't
people
say
don't-
indiscretions,
We didn't
Miss
have no
Jackie.
touching legs. We didn't have no.
Okay, you one of the few. Okay, we're gonna say that. All right, we're gonna say that. Miss Jackie.
Hold on.
First of all,
Thank you.
there isn't a guy that wants to be a friend with a girl that doesn't want to fuck.
Hold on. We didn't hear this.
See, I'm gonna let him
We
say it.
didn't
Go
hear
ahead again,
There
sir.
is no guy that's friends with a girl that doesn't want to fuck her. No, seriously. You can pretend he just either doesn't have the balls to do it. And that's the honest truth. He just doesn't have the balls to complete the job. So it takes him 20 years, 30 years.
So you're saying?
Hold up.
I'm agreeing with what. I don't care how much you try to tell me. 30 fucking years, he just didn't have the balls to fuck
You're right. Okay, I thought you were talking about us, though.
No, I'm just telling you.
So you're saying?
No, I'm saying the truth.
No, what you're saying?
The guy just didn't have the balls to finish the job.
Hold on. We need to hear this. We need to hear this.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
I'll let him talk.
So what you're saying, all a friend is for females is just a glass dick that they haven't broke that glass yet. That glass, they haven't broke that glass. So get that dick
Basically.
out.
Either the guy doesn't have the balls to finish the job, to complete
And
it.
all that female is for 30 years
But
is
if
a
he's
pussy he hasn't
friends
got
with a
yet.
female, I
Soon
guarantee
as she opens her legs,
wants
he
to
gonna get
fuck
it.
her. It's simple as that. Everybody knows that. Every dude knows that. They don't want to admit it, but this is like.
I bet you won't say nothing.
Am I lying?
So you just hey.
Am I lying?
I agree with you. You think no man?
But you will have that rare one.
What rare one? The gay one?
No.
The gay one that doesn't want to what? Which rare one are you talking about?
I said that you would have that rare friend, and you seem to have
Are
met
you
him.
telling me for 30 years
that didn't want
think
you?
You didn't think about fucking your
Well,
friend?
okay, let me tell you something. I'm gonna lay it out to you like this.
30 years.
100%. First of all,
That ain't what a camera at. The camera right there.
let me talk to you. Like, first of all, I like my meat well done.
Right.
So he was light skinned. I don't do light skin. That's number one.
Okay.
Cause everybody got their preference.
I'm offended.
Everybody had a preference.
But
now,
you're telling
even you have your preference. So if Ross Fuchsia walked in here, you wouldn't want
You're telling me he didn't think about it with you.
He heavy set.
He has a
and I'm
great point.
heavy set. And I feel two fat people ain't got no business together. What we gonna do? He gotta do this. I gotta do that. We're not doing that.
But you're telling me you don't think he ever thought about it for 30 fucking years.
I'm gonna tell you this, right?
I'm on this.
I don't assume for other adults, right? And that's what's wrong with people. We always make assumptions.
But I'm telling you from a guy's point of view.
And you're telling me from your point of view.
No.
as a guy.
I'm not telling you from my
You
point of
can't
view.
speak for all
I'm
guys.
telling you from. Oh, yes, I can.
You're not taking it personal.
Oh, yes, I can.
Personal?
Oh, yes, I can.
Okay, well, if you want to
Everybody's
speak for
entitled-
him, I'm gonna let you speak for
Everybody's
him.
entitled to their opinion on the Big Fella Show.
Tell me.
But I'm not going. I'm gonna tell you this. Well, you know what? Let me tell you.
That was my point. Hold on. I'm coming.
His wife. His wife.
Everybody's entitled to their
I
opinion.
want to say that his wife probably felt the same way and thought the same
There you
thing.
go.
So
Why was that?
you said why?
Yeah, why? Because you were with him all the time, right?
But I feel like if I was
But I feel
ugly
like if
and
he
we
was
didn't
with that
have
girl-
it, you know, I was with him. But when you talking about with him, and I help him make money to provide for his household.
Jackie,
That don't matter.
Get her.
So
Miss
we was
Jackie.
getting business. It
let's
wasn't
go.
like that.
We must continue
So
with
you're
the show.
telling me at no point in time in his life did he think about
Hey,
Listen. I'm over here like,
Okay, so,
you know,
Out of here.
You went all that time now. Hey. Thank you, Rob.
So we want him to come back.
Right. Oh, yeah, we're coming. So,
We got new perspective.
hey,
top that.
we staying on this topic.
Right.
Hey, we gonna stay on this topic, y'all.
All right, hold on. Here we go. Here we go. Now listen to the point, ladies and gentlemen.
We staying
That
on
was
this
a
topic.
bit much. But so in bringing this conversation, I've had a situation where not only was this male a male in my life, but he was like a father figure, right? Because he was supervisor. We deployed together. He made sure we got home safe, whatever, right?
Okay.
So years come by or whatever, and we're really good friends. We're in positions where sometimes as my leadership, I need to speak with him. Well, downrange, he said, this is my woman. I'm gonna marry her when we get home. I don't know if any of y'all been in the military, but y'all know how I go downrange. But he was very naive. So I do stuff like, hey, you got a phone call to keep him from getting himself in trouble. So fast forward, we come back to the States, they get married. Then I realized that she has a problem with me. But I respect this man enough and I love him enough, and our friendship is so important to me that I'll say, you know what? I'm not going to jeopardize your household and create turmoil because I understand that she has an issue with me. Our friendship was not the issue, it was her own insecurities.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it was up to me as
Usually.
his friend to recognize that I have to take the step back because I care about this person enough. Sometimes it's not about the friendship. Sometimes it's the insecurity on the spouse, be it male or female. And if you are that person's friend and they really mean something to you and you know that that marriage is important to them, then you will step back.
Okay.
Hey, you know what? And there is those. Thank you. Hey, and it's interesting enough. There are those rare occasions where the girlfriend, and it's, in this case it was the girlfriend of the guy, the friend, the best friend, ended up being the best friend for the wife too. I mean, it was kind of weird. They kind of switched up.
And then this is,
Well, it was weird to me. I just thought.
so this is,
Well,
Yeah.
then she became more of her friend than his, you know? Yeah. I
Go
thought
ahead.
that was cool.
Come on.
I thought it was cool. Hello.
Hi. I just want to tie in two topics together because you guys started talking earlier about a leadership, or a value, a high value man.
Okay.
And what you guys kind of went towards was the money making the man high value. But as you guys were talking, I saw a lot of strong men come up and speak their truth,
Right.
speak
My
their
brother.
point of view, and even become a little bit vulnerable. Now, you asked what do you look for in a leader? What do you look for in a high-value man? What type of man are you looking for? Are you just going to settle for anything, or are you going to look for a certain standard?
Right.
And my standard is this. A high-value man is a man that shows strong enough leadership that even in this whole friendship situation, takes the leadership role to protect his woman. And if he sees his woman is not happy with that relationship, he's going to protect her, whether she's insecure or not. He's going to put her first. That marriage vow says, forsaking all others. And if that means forsaking that friendship
That's
that is
30
threatening,
years, 30 years.
I don't care how long it
Yeah.
is. If it means it's threatening the marriage that you committed to, the man needs to let that go. It's not up to the woman friend to say, "Oh, I'm going to back away." No, it's for
The
that
man
man
or
to
the
be the
woman.
leader.
The man or the
right.
woman. So we can't
Whoever
say
it
one-
is.
yeah.
But whoever it is that's in control of that relationship should take the leadership role in cutting it off.
Especially if it's hindering your household. Yeah, so I got you. I
So
understand.
that's where I cut it off. When I see a man that does not know how to take that level of leadership, or even a woman, if you're trusting a woman with your household, with your kids, with your money, with everything, and she doesn't take a certain level of leadership role in that, to me, that's a deal breaker. And that's when I won't tolerate it.
She's the last one.
Good point. Thank you. All right. So, y'all done got the y'all got the
Man,
gospel
this
going. I'm
was-
proud of
was-
everybody today. Dang.
This was hype, man. This is
I
hype.
love it. So we're gonna wrap this thing up, man, and we appreciate everybody that came out. Listen, do me a favor. For those who are not, is this your first time at the show? Is this anybody first time? Do me a favor, grab your phones. Grab your phone. We are on every social media platform, from YouTube to IG to TikTok, and it's the Big Fellas Show.
Big
Make
Fellas
sure
Show.
y'all log into the Big Fellas Show.
On YouTube, it's the Big Fellas Podcast.
Okay, so the Big Fellas Podcast.
On YouTube.
Okay.
On YouTube only. Everything else is Big Fellas Show. And everybody in here, if it's your first time or third, fourth, fifth, whatever, take your phones out and RSVP for the next show.
Get it out the way.
Get it out the way.
Because listen.
Because remember, this show is a little light. It's a little light because we moved from my birthday to another place to come back here.
Right.
So it's kind of light. Next show, I guarantee you,
It'd be 125.
it's going to be wall to wall. So make sure
do it now.
You RSVP.
Whose birthday?
Whose birthday?
What's your name? Leslie?
You know, it's you gotta have a birthday dance. Come on, DJ. Come on, DJ.
You want a birthday song?
Come on.
Give us a birthday song so we can. Don't make me, because I'll sing it. Get up there, John. Damn! She's putting them to shame. Yeah, as usual. She putting them to shame.
Thank you, man. Happy birthday, baby.
As usual, somebody putting you to shame.
His old bones.
51, huh? God dang. Boy, when I was 51, let me tell you something. When I was 51. Now, but again, we would like to. Stand up. So again, as we finish the show, we want to say thank y'all to everyone who came out. Please come back. Now listen, this is the biggest thing. We are taking pictures and getting your mindset, your thoughts, and right here at the wine wall.
The wine wall.
Please come now, because once we leave, we got to go have our meetings and we're done. So make sure y'all come shake our hand, give us some hugs, give us your input,
and come back to the next show.
Absolutely. So as we finish the show, Big Fella Show. Big Fella Show. So as we do this closing, we want to tell you guys always
think big.
Think big. Thank you.